You know how those people say, hi, it's our YouTube channel, I am this. Guys, I'm Sarah Yawe.
I'm Jovita Smeta.
We're going to wrap this up really quick, but if you missed the show this week, we did host Sandra Mbazira and Alupo Christine, who are doing amazing in the games of football and volleyball. And this is Kristen, just in case you didn't know, that is Sandra. And of course the show is in our Afro Mobile app. November is going to be free, so you can just go on your Afro Mobile app. It was upgraded a little bit, so don't worry about the new appearances of or the look of the app, but you can watch that show. But in case you missed it, we're talking a lot about solutions, challenges first, but also solutions for the a couple of problems that come with the game and challenges that women are facing in different games. And we continued by saying that Kristen was going to continue that conversation and just tell us if there any, she was talking about football really, but is there anything that changes, or are there some challenges that she didn't mention that the ladies who are playing volleyball in this country face?
Yeah, Sandra digested a lot, but then maybe I can just say 1, 2, 3 things.
Yeah.
In volleyball, yeah, very many challenges are there, I should say. First and foremost, some of us, this game is all about hands. So if you're hit and you be like, oh coach, I can't do this.
Fear of injuries.
Fear of injuries. So what do we do about that? So for us in volleyball, we have ways of strapping the fingers, what have you. So aside that, you first have to, how can I say this? Take off this fear. Yeah. Come up and love the game. Say, even if I'll say I'm going to give back, so this I cannot do this.
Yeah, but I think every sport comes with injuries and all of that. So you're prone to that if you're going to be exercising really.
But I think most sports injuries are not so much of like dance for volleyball, are not so much like dance for football.
Do you see my fingers? How do they look like, Sandra? They're closer to me.
Yeah, they can never be the same. Even as we play basketball.
These two, you see this, this one and this?
This ball?
Yes, they hit it and then it hurt me for years.
Wow.
It hurt me for years until they deformed like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then...
That's the ring finger, right?
Sweetie, you get married. She will still get married. Sandra, please, why did you go there?
Because Sandra has strapped and
don't hear this. It's good to hear this and be like, did you have to see this?
Okay, we didn't see it. Scratch that.
Okay. Yeah. So, aside that, that wasn't, by the way. So, we have to look up to that, and then also, there's this, coaches also have some language of how to talk to players. Yeah, sometimes the language can be so poisonous in that you kill off the interest.
Something that Sandra said about gender-based violence, and actually when you talk about that in terms of course, there's so many forms of that, and pillars under that. But when you talk about when it comes to verbal communication and all of that, what are there any things that you people do, for example, as managers, that maybe when a player comes to and says the coach said this to me, and for girls already, naturally, we have our emotions. I don't want you to tell me this like that.
Even a fellow player can come and can maybe say something that you don't like. I mean, it doesn't sit well with you, and it switches you off. I mean, what do you do about that?
Yeah.
So sometimes when something of that kind comes, you sit. You can maybe pick up 1, 2, 3 players from the team and come up with a coach and be like, let's table this, and it gets done. And mind of how you talk to your fellow player. Even the manager can, or rather, the player can go to a manager and say, Coach Sandra talk to me like this. How do I go about that? The manager can be like, man, they're the ones that want to play for us. So, in mind of how you talk to them, address them like players and keep the relationship. You get. So, if that one goes beyond, things may fall apart.
But I also think that the issue she mentioned about fear of injuries has limited girls from hitting their full potential. Or something like, if I overkick the ball,
my legs.
yes, and then my legs will become, you know how those legs, is it when you wear high heels, they become funny? Yes, so someone is like, and then you have to use your legs. But because they fear, like, I'll get an injury, I don't have money to, so it has also limited
Not
potential.
also an injury, they say that can have a cut.
So Sandra, as we even just wrap up shortly, like, don't you get now people who are going to talk to these girls and ladies and tell them that embrace the sport that you do.
We do. Now, for example, at police, we have an executive committee for the girls. We have the general EXCO, but we also have for the girls specifically that has many women on it. Actually, we have one who we have named Metron. Yeah, you know what comes with Metron roles. So she's there also to help us with the girls' emotions and trying to talk them out of all these stereotypes and trying to show them that this is something you can do.
At Ndeje, we used to have, I'm sure you know her, she's called Florence Nakamia. She's so much into sports, but she's Secretary House. Yeah, so she's the one we had there as like a mother, I should say, at Ndeje, but of course, you know, university. People are old, but then still, we needed someone of that kind. So she would come in, she would come in and really digest everything.
You're never too old, no?
She would be so helpful, so, yeah.
All right. Amazing conversation. In case you missed this conversation, we're talking a lot about football, a lot about volleyball and every other sport, challenges, solutions, how we can grow the games, and of course how we can be able to support women in sport with their different needs. Thank you so much for joining us on our YouTube segment. Of course, if you missed the show again, watch the whole show, or you can catch the whole show on Afro Mobile, but also you can catch so many other things on Afro Mobile app.
And you see, the good thing with Afro Mobile nowadays, this thing has been
upgraded
for you guys to enjoy. Because if you're in a live and you missed out something, you just have to replay back. And watch and then continue the live.
When I was in China, I wanted to watch volleyball this year with Afro.
Were you able to catch it?
Sweetheart, I was so bitter because I missed my team playing.
So sorry, I think it was during that time when it was happening.
And you know, China is ahead of us 5 hours. So by the time they're playing, we should be sleeping.
But it was there.
It should be
You
sleeping.
only missed, right?
We should be sleep, awake and what have you.
Sorry.
I want us to be clear. Did you miss because it wasn't aired, or you missed because you were asleep?
I missed because
So-
we could not.
You could not catch an Afro Mobile?
Yes, we couldn't.
That was
Because you
probably-
But the
didn't
thing
know
was running
that Afro Mobile
nice.
was there.
I had to rewatch clips. I wanted to watch.
Don't worry, we're going to educate. If you're here and you're like, Christine, we'll educate you. Just download the Afro Mobile app, follow prompt to be able to get everything that you have missed or that you're looking forward to watching. It can even give you an update also. But yeah, thank you so much. Bye. See you next time with Javita Msimenta
See you.
and Sandra and Christine.
Bye bye.